Good morning.
Morning.
From P&O Iona, and we're on a cruise to the Norwegian Fjords. Really excited.
Yeah.
So it's it's actually morning of day 2, and yesterday was obviously our embarkation day, and we were really excited because we're going to Norwegian Fjords. We've been to Norway before, and it's brilliant. We're also cruising with my brother Matt, and it's his first ever cruise.
Yay.
So he's like a giddy child. But yeah, we were treated to this show of the Northern Lights before we travelled. So we were up early in the morning to see the Northern Lights. That
2
was
o'clock in the morning,
2
weren't
o'clock in the
we?
morning. And so we kind of got up bleary-eyed and then had to dash for the train, only to find our train was cancelled. That was a bit of a shock in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, a bit of a stress first thing in the morning.
A little bit of stress. Obviously, the train strikes on. Got the mail through in the morning saying train was cancelled. So we hastily had to arrange another train. Got there. And obviously we were rendezvousing with Matt in Southampton, which we did make it there at the end of the day, and we were quite glad that although the train was congested, it wasn't too bad, was it?
So, well, was it the first 20 minutes we had to stand up, and then we managed to get a seat, didn't we? So
Southampton, when you get to the train station in Southampton, it's a really short walk across to John Lewis in West Quay, and that's a lovely cafe there, isn't it? It's a great spot for meeting people as well.
Nice cup of tea and a piece of cake while we were waiting for Matt, weren't we?
Then it was an Uber across to the Ocean Cruise Terminal, and we were quite late at boarding. We was 3:45 in the afternoon. And I wondered how that was going to work, but actually it was really good.
So simple, it's painless, wasn't it?
No queues, nothing.
Just walked straight in, didn't we?
I mean, we go in there, there's people like just saying, come to our desk, come to our desk.
There was about 10 people without anyone there.
I know, and we could have chosen which security line we went through as well.
Yeah.
Because we did wonder, because this is the biggest ship we've been on, it's got over 5,000 passengers on board. We wondered exactly, how busy it's going to be. Like. But, boarding was really, really easy, wasn't it? And that's a bit of a theme of the day, actually. Even getting on board the ship, when we were on board the ship, muster station, that was really easy as well. We went straight to the muster station.
Straight there, yeah.
They scan your boarding pass, say you've been, then tell you to go to your room, watch the watch the safety video on the telly, and then you get the announcements. And
from the captain.
From the captain as well.
Actually from the captain, didn't we?
That was really good. Yeah. So we got our way to our cabins, and we're on an inside cabin, doing it on a budget as usual, but the cabin's really nice.
Wow. Really, I think probably all the cruises we've had, this is probably the best cabin we've ever had.
No, the one on Celebrity was decent as well, wasn't it?
That was, but this is amazing.
This is up there with that, actually. It's a very well-spec cabin, and for the price, it's fantastic value for money.
It's got so many pluses for me. It's, number one, the telly is in a good place. Last time, we've had the telly over here, and I go round because I sleep on this side of the bed, and I go round here and trip over the telly and all that. Oh, it's a nightmare. But it's in a good place. Also, the mirrors in the bathroom don't steam up after you've had a shower. So that is another plus for me.
It's the little things at the end of the day. But it is a really well-spec cabin, and it's very spacious, and I think it's incredible value for money, actually. So once we found our way around the cabins, unpacked, the cases arrived really quickly. So that was another advantage about boarding late. We obviously put them through the scanners before we went to handed our boarding passes and stuff, and then they arrived literally within about half an hour.
As we were walking to our cabin, we actually saw our cases, but obviously we leave them there because the people put them out the right place, don't they?
The porters do their job and everything else like that. But I mean, within half an hour of finding our cabin, the cases were outside, so we were able to unpack quickly, and there was time to explore the ship, and this is where it started to get a little bit more difficult because the ship is vast, isn't it?
Absolutely massive.
But first impressions is wow, really well spec'd, really well maintained ship, but it is vast, isn't it?
One of the first things we did actually was try out the food, and the food was really good, especially after our last cruise. The food was really good, wasn't it?
Absolutely. So we're on deck 8, and we're on the promenade deck, which means it's just down the corridor to the Keys area, which is one of the buffet style areas. Yeah. And there's the Asian kitchen, which you had,
I tried that one.
Which is like...
it was really nice.
What did you have?
I had the beef in ginger and... what was it, black bean sauce.
And you really rated that then?
Really nice, the beef. There wasn't any chewy bits of beef. It was really, really tender. So I really enjoyed that.
There's a burger shack there. Matt had this massive burger thing. And
you like that,
you couldn't interrupt him while he was eating that. He was like... and I had fish and chips.
The usual fish and chips.
Can't go wrong. Fish and chips. So, and it was quite nice as well. It was really good.
You enjoyed yours, didn't you?
Yeah, and then there was a beer. I went sat out on deck, watched the sail away out on the promenade deck while we were sailing out through the Solent and stuff.
Gorgeous.
Lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was the sunset, there was the infinity pool.
Oh, that was up in the smoking area, wasn't it?
Oh, that was further up, yeah. That was a bit later on, wasn't it? Yeah,
and
I get mixed up.
No, I mean, it was really nice. I mean, the weather was really warm. It was in the 20s yesterday in Southampton, and as we were sailing out of Southampton in beautiful sunshine, good weather, and seeing the Solent and as we sailed out past Portsmouth and the Isle of Wight, it was lovely, really, really, really nice. So then, a bit more exploring of the ship, wasn't it? And then we randomly wandered into that tri-booth thing, wasn't it? Which was in the Sky Dome area.
That was really random, but it was good.
It was very good, It kind of messed with your mind a little bit. It was a bit like a video game, like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat style. Very talented performers, though, doing...
Very clever. There was acrobats and juggling, wasn't there?
It was, but also mock battles and things like that. And it was done in the format of a video game. Again, and that's when we started to get a bit of a theme, actually. It's very contemporary, and the vibe on the ship is a very younger vibe on the ship. Lots of things to play on the sort of 40s and 50s year old generations here, even the music playing in the bars.
It's my style of music in the evening.
Dance music and stuff like that playing in the bars and the areas, rather than the more traditional musical styles that cater maybe for the older generations. It did feel very young at heart as we wandered around.
There was lots of families as well.
Lots of young families as well, and I kind of like that.
It's nice, isn't it?
It felt really good. So that was the tri-booth thing. We really quite liked that. And then I had booked one of the shows, and that's one of the things that isn't so great, is that you have to book everything. Either via the app or the on-screen login.
You can understand why, though, because there are so many people there. So you've got to do it, because you might say, oh, I'm going to go and watch the show tonight and not get in, and then you'd be disappointed. So it does make you plan, I suppose. So it could be a plus, really.
I've taken the tips from the many Facebook groups and said you need to book everything, and they were right. So thank you to those people who posted that.
Thank you.
And, I had booked the show, and the show was interesting. I think first it was another digital video game themed.
Yeah, it's not like any of the shows that I've ever seen before. It was really like, it was good. It's different.
It was different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an impressive media suite in the theatre there. I mean, the seats are quite cramped. There's no places for drinks or anything like that.
No, and you're really squashed in like sardines.
You are squashed in like sardines, which is a shame. But there are very impressive video screens around the theatre, and the performance made really good use of those.
Especially at the end, when they used all those lights on the people. That was the best part, wasn't it?
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, that was good.
But it was an interesting show. Again, very modern and contemporary. And I think, the other thing to say is that there aren't that many of those shows this week. There's performances from singers and things like that. And of course, there are other venues.
Because these were the headliner.
That was a headliner theatre group. And there's other things going on around the Limelight Theatre Group, club and all that kind of stuff, which we haven't really found yet.
It was our first day yesterday, wasn't it? So
after that, we went and had a cocktail, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then...
I had a margarita, but my margarita was a little bit different than normal. It was like a frozen margarita, which was very nice.
And then after the cocktail, Matt had a pina colada and I had mojito. Not drinking too much alcohol at the minute. But after that, then randomly you all got the nibbles again, didn't you?
It's Matt really, but...
Nearly 11 o'clock, and what you need is another plate full of food, of course. And of course, that's just one of the things on a cruise ship, is you can stuff your face at any hour of the day. And you enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, just had a little something, and then we went to see if we could see the Northern Lights.
Yeah, we were obviously trailed that the Northern Lights might come out again, and we went out on deck. But I mean, it's like Blackpool Illuminations out there. If they were there, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't really see it. No,
and nobody can miss the Iona coming in from Mars. It's like lit up like like crazy out there, you know.
Blackpool illuminations,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. But you know, there wasn't many dark areas to go and see if you could see the lights, unfortunately. But
No.
and then we turned in and
Yeah.
back to our very, very lovely cabin, and we've chilled, and we're up very, very late.
Very late.
This morning. And the clocks have gone forward.
They
as well.
have, yeah. So we better get a jig on, really, because otherwise we're going to miss breakfast.
We'll miss breakfast if we don't hurry up. So anyway, so it's a day at sea today, and tomorrow in Stavanger. So today is also celebration night. So we're interested to see what happens with that
tonight, and it's going to be exploring of the ship, isn't it?
I think we can get lost a few more times. All right, well, look, join us for our next vlog where we'll tell you about our day at sea.
Thanks for joining us.
And celebration night. Cheers now.
Bye. Bye.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, why not subscribe to our channel? Thank you.